Let me catch my breath. Hi guys, welcome back to this podcast, which is slowly becoming your favorite podcast. I know it, don't tell me otherwise. We're on episode 17 now. I'm so excited. Still loving that intro. Every time I play back an episode and I hear the intro and the outro, I get a little teary-eyed. I'm like, oh my god, it sounds so official now. A lot more than I expected of you guys did DM me on TikTok and Instagram and were telling me how much you loved it and everything, and were asking questions about it. And that is so overwhelming because anytime anybody ever talks to me about this podcast, I freak out because like I keep saying, I just never imagined any one person listening to this podcast. And now there's so many, there's so many, which is crazy. But if you do follow me on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube, just throwing that out there, we got to get those subscribers up. You'll see that the podcast just randomly made it to Japan's For You page. And I was like, Japan? Tokyo? That's crazy. So now we officially worldwide. When I say my podcast is worldwide, I'm not lying anymore. This is, we out there for real. But I think my favorite compliment on this entire podcast was this girl DM'd me on TikTok. She wanted to know about starting her own podcast, which I get a lot. And I'm just like, girl, I'm not the best, I don't think I'm the one you should be asking, but I'm flattered that you are. But anyway, she was asking me, how to start her own podcast, what topics and stuff to talk about. And she was like, because your podcast just sounds like a FaceTime call and I love it. And I was like, what? I was like, does it sound like a FaceTime call? And then at first when she said that, I thought she was trying to be funny. If you listen to this girl, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, what you trying to say? You trying to say I don't sound profesh? You trying to say I don't sound profesh? But the more we started talking, and I obviously play back my episodes, I was like, it does sound like a FaceTime call. It sounds like that cousin that you call that her life is just fucked up. I was like, oh my gosh. But I love that. I think that makes this podcast unique. So this is the best FaceTime call podcast you'll ever listen to, period. But I do want to start the episode with saying that I have so much I want to talk about today. I might not be able to get to it all. So just know this is going to be a very unhinged episode because your girl got a lot to say. First of all, have y'all ever had conversations where the conversation isn't going in the direction you wanted it to? So you pin that exact conversation in your head. It's I'm going to bring this up later to somebody else and see if I'm not the issue here. You know what I mean? And I already hate when people disagree with me when I know I'm right. That's already something that makes me mad. So I don't know what's been going on, but lately, this whole weekend and previous week, I've just been having conversations with the wrong motherfuckers. Cause it's just we are not seeing eye to eye, and I don't know why. And I know I'm right, and I know that's crazy to say, but y'all, I be right a lot. I know as women listen to this, you be right half the time, don't you? And people be trying to tell you that you're wrong, and you're right, and it's just what the fuck is going on? Anyway, that's what this episode is going to be about. But before I get into that, I do want to jump into the last little bit of non-negotiables. So last episode, we talked about the shallow non-negotiables of being in a romantic relationship. I think I'll wait till next episode to talk about my regular non-negotiables in a relationship because they're just, everybody's another top 5. But this episode, I want to give you guys my non-negotiables on friendships because I have such shit taste in picking friends, and I don't know if I need to be mad at them or me at this point. You know what I mean? Because I'm the common denominator. So I don't know who to get mad at this point. And it's either I pick a nice, guy friend and he just wants to fuck, or I pick a seemingly nice girlfriend and they're just fucking devious. These bitches are conniving. And it's just how the fuck are y'all functioning on an everyday basis with all this evil? How are y'all these evil ass bitches? And why do I keep picking y'all like flowers out of a fucking garden? It's crazy. So all of my non-negotiables are going to be based on true facts that I've been through with these raggedy ass bitches. Okay. My first non-negotiable with a friend, whether that be a woman or a man, is a liar. And y'all, when I tell y'all I have come across some pathological, professional, grade A liars, like it's absolutely insane. And I do not lie unless I absolutely have to, unless I'm trying to get out of work real quick. Like, those are the type of lies I tell. But to unnecessarily lie is crazy, and I don't do that, right? Unless I'm talking to like a child, like, yeah, no, this tastes great, girl, and it's like dirt, those type of lies, like little white lies. But when people lie to me, I take that shit so personally. And we're on episode 17. I know you guys can see that I take just about every fucking thing personally. And I'm so sensitive when it comes to friends because, like I mentioned in previous episodes, I'm so used to being by myself. And I've grown so comfortable with being by myself that it really doesn't bother me anymore. I promise to God, y'all, I could live my whole life without ever talking to anyone ever again. And I would be perfectly happy with that. So I've conditioned myself to be by myself. So when I do open up to people and start branching out for friendships, when it gets thrown back in my face, it hurts a little bit deeper than your average, like friendship breakup. And when I tell y'all these bitches have been wearing me the fuck out, it's insane. Like, what what am I doing? Like, you start to have like an existential crisis. Like, am I addicted to assholes or what? Like, and you guys know I've struggled. I have mommy issues. We already know that. But like, I feel like the mommy issues should protect me. Like, I should have a fucked up bitch radar. Like, I should have like a scanner in my head. Like, that bitch good, that bitch good. Nope, not her, not her, not her. You know what I mean? But I don't. I feel like, if anything, the mommy issues propel me into the arms of the most evil bitches ever. And I'm just like, why? Like, why am I constantly doing this to myself? And I have no knowledge that these women that I'm picking out for friends have such terrible intentions, and it's just crazy. So lying is definitely, being a liar in general is definitely my number one non-negotiable in a friendship. Even if I've never caught you lying to me, if every time I'm around you and lies are just spewing the fuck out, that's like a turnoff. That's like a platonic turnoff, because what the fuck was wrong with the truth? You know what I mean? Like, especially when it's unnecessary. Like, that I don't like that, because if you could lie to them, you don't give a fuck about lying to me. You know what I mean? I just probably never caught it. I just probably never witnessed it. And that's scary. My second non-negotiable when it comes to friends, and this one is going to sound weird to a lot of you guys, and I know it is, but just know it comes from a place of, we've been through this bitch before. We've been through this shit before. My second non-negotiable is other friends, right? And I know you guys are like, what? I can't have other friends? You can. But I've learned, especially in Virginia Beach, you guys know I'm originally from Virginia Beach, that if I don't fuck with your other friends and your other friends don't fuck with me, you do not fuck with me. And I will die on that hill. I don't give an absolute goddamn what any of y'all say. If me and you are friends, and me and your other friends don't get along, bitch, me and you don't get along. And y'all can scream into your phone back at me all y'all want to. That is the gospel honest truth. I've been through that shit more than 5 times, okay? That's a lot of fucking fingers. That's a lot of fucking fingers to count, okay? Also, how I know it's true is because I'm not a bitch that has beef. Like, I don't have beef. So when I say me and your other friends don't get along, it's because I'm not, y'all about to find out a little piece about me. That's cute. I am not shake my ass, record everything, you know what I mean, a popping bottle. I don't even listen to trap music. Don't turn this podcast off. Do not turn this goddamn podcast off, okay? We can have different music styles and still be friends, okay? Don't judge me. But I'm just not that type of girl. I'm just not. I'm real quiet. I like listening to sad music because I'm a sad bitch. You know, if I do twerk, it's 2 little pumps and I sit my ass down. You know what I mean? So when I'm around people like that, I don't get uncomfortable. But if those people aren't my friends, I'm not going to engage. If my friend is the shaking ass, popping bottle type of bitch, I'm going to hype my friend up. But not her other friends, because I don't give a fuck about y'all. And I'm not afraid to show my standoffishness. Like, if I don't fuck with you, it's going to be really noticeable. And I don't even do it in a disrespectful way. I just, make it known. I don't want to be on your Snapchat. Don't point that fucking camera over to me, because I don't want to be on your story. Like I don't. And I'm not afraid to say that. And I know that comes off as being rude. I'm aware of why and how bitches think that I'm being, like I'm being stuck up, but I'm not. I promise y'all, the only reason I'm here is because of that bitch right there. If it don't got nothing to do with that bitch, I'm not, you know what I mean? You're like, this, y'all are, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like, y'all aren't my cup of tea. That bitch is my one sugar cube. I'm only here for my one sugar cube, bitch. I'm not trying to be a part of the teapot. Like, I really do want to go home. But since she invited me, I'm going to pop out a little bit. But I promise you, I'm counting down the minutes until the bitch walk out. Please do not worry about me. Leave me in this little corner. But going through stuff like that and being the type of person that I am, you start to realize that when people talk shit about that, the friend in question usually takes the side of the majority. Like, they usually take the side of, oh, that bitch over there sitting up there like she don't fuck with us. Oh, why she even come if she only gonna talk to her? Oh, this bitch trying to be funny. She da-da-da-da-da. And the friend that's friends with those bitches are gonna be like, yeah, girl, I don't know what the fuck going on with her. I mean, I don't know. And bitch, you know me. You know that I don't be doing this. You know I don't come out like this. You know that I'm only here because it's your birthday, and for some reason we having it at this other bitch house, and she think that everybody want to pop bottle, shake ass, and be recorded with the camera all in their fucking face. I don't even like showing my face on camera. You know this about me. Why aren't you telling her that? You just got them over here thinking that I'm a bitch. You know what I mean? I don't even really like people, bitch. I haven't seen you in 3 months. So this is really a lot for me. But you know what I mean? Nobody does that for the people who aren't really, out like that. People don't ever take up for you. They're just like, I don't know what's going on with her today. Yes, you do. It's the same thing that's been going on me for my whole life, since you've known me. And you could tell somebody your entire, personality. I've broken it down to my friends so many times. Like, I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm this, I'm very that. Bitch, we can go out to eat, grab a little drink, go back to the house, watch a movie. You can meet me at, a library or something. I'm just playing. I would never ask a bitch to meet me at no library. I would get punched in the throat. But you know what I mean? I'm a very, eat, drink, let's chill at the house type of bitch. Let's play some cards. We could pop a bottle at my crib because I know everybody in this bitch. It's just me and you, ho. So I'm not a life of the party type of bitch. And people hate that so much. And it's just, oh my God, a hummingbird. Wow. Sorry, guys. That was so cute. So yeah, the friends of a friend thing, that's something that I've really taken, to heart, because I don't know. And oh, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Before I get to the third one, hold on. I've heard so many times, people have come from my neck, pause, that a girl that doesn't have a lot of friends or no friends is the problem. But y'all really want to know what I think? I think a girl or a woman that has hella friends is a little sketch. Not a lot sketch, but a little sketch. If you've had the same group of 6 friends since fucking whatever the fuck, high school, middle school, that's admirable, because y'all got some strong emotional maturity going on. Because to have any friend from any type of school is crazy. But a person in general who just got friends out the fucking woodworks is a little scary to me, because I feel like if you got hella friends, don't nobody really know what your personality is. Because if you think that you can be the same bitch or the same person in front of all of these different type of people, you got life fucked up. And I know one of y'all are listening is like, well, I'm the same in front of all my friends. If you are somebody who has more than 10 friends, you know that there is at least 3 of them girls or them guys that there's shit that you can do with those 3 that you can't do with the other ones. You know what I mean? There's your club friends. You got your friends you can't really let meet your parents because they mouth crazy. You know what I mean? There's a lot of shit that you have to divide up when it comes to friendships. So I feel like when people have a plethora of friends, it's just I don't know. And I don't have not one. So when I tell people that, people think that I'm lying, or they think that I'm the red flag. And bitch, I started thinking that too, because I'm just like, well, am I the red flag? But it's not me, y'all. I promise it's not me. I have been done so dirty by so many people. I'm not even trying to be the victim. I'm just telling y'all the truth. Literally, it's crazy. My third non-negotiable and my last one, and we'll move on, is words of affirmation. If I don't have words of affirmation in a friend, then it's kind of just like, this isn't gonna last long. Like, I know y'all are thinking like, this bitch is psychotic, but in my mind, a friend is supposed to be somebody who lifts you up, who supports you, who is proud of you, who makes you feel good by being around them. I don't know what y'all definition is, but that's my definition of a friend. Ain't met anyone like that ever. Usually my friends make me feel bad, and that's why I don't have any. But when I say words of affirmation, I mean like, oh, I can't wait to see you. Oh my God, girl, I love that episode of the podcast. Oh, you look cute today. Oh, girl, you know what? I was thinking about you the other day, and I think da-da-da-da-da. That's stuff that I not only want, but I need in a platonic relationship, because I give it, I've texted so many previous friends like, girl, I had a dream about you. You okay? I've actually texted people that I've fallen off with and been like, hey, girl, I had a dream that this and this happened. You all right? And they be like, girl, that's crazy because this and this actually did happen. It's just like, all right, well, let's figure the fuck out how we gonna get you out the situation. You know what I mean? So I give so much in platonic relationships that it's so draining when I don't get that shit back. It's just like, you know what? Throw everybody the fuck away. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want friends. I don't want friends anymore. And there's a certain age that you get. And if y'all are the age I'm talking about, there's a certain age that you get where it's just like, I really don't give a fuck if I have any friends. Really, like, I got this house. I got this Wingstop delivery. And I got my vibrator. Like, I really don't, a bitch really couldn't ask for more. You know what I mean? There's a really like pinnacle age limit where you're just like, I couldn't even give a fuck if I wanted to. So, but that's the peaceful level. I'm kind of like not there yet. I'm so okay with being alone that it's kind of depressing. That it's kind of like I just force myself into that mode. So that's why I'm trying. I still put myself out there to have friends, because it's like, I don't want to turn into one of those old bitter ass bitches that, I don't want to turn into one of those, get off my porch. Like, I don't want to turn into one of those. So it's just like, before we really shut this shit down, I'm going to give it one more shot. It's got to be at least one person out there that can be my, my road dog, because when I tell y'all, these bitches they be gruesome. And it's crazy because I'm so nice, and I don't have to be. Like, y'all ever feel like that? It's like, not even on some taking my kindness for my weakness, but it's just like, I could really like punch a bitch in the face, and I just don't. Like, I know a lot of women have this like, and I'm a Gemini, so y'all already know it get crazy in the head part. But pause. That's not what I meant. In the mental part. But there's always like my front personality and my backup personality that's just like, slap every bitch in here, And I'm just like, no, chill, don't do that. And she's like, no, because these bitches got you fucked up. These bitches think you pussy. Show them you not. And it's just like, chill. It's all right if they think I'm pussy. It's okay. I want to present myself as this, sweet princess, type of girl. The bitch in the back of my mind is like, punch every hoe in this room, because they got us fucked up at this point. And it's just like, oh my goodness. Okay. So that was my non-negotiables when it comes to friends. If you're listening to this, I really want to know what yours are. And if you understand mine, because I'm not going to lie, like, when I see groups of friends, I just be like, damn, I wonder, like, how long they've been friends, and like, how's that going? Like, what's the group chat looking like? I want to know what the separate text is looking like, honestly, because your bitches really don't be your bitches. And I know that's sad to say, but like, a true girl's girl is so hard to find, because people love to talk shit, and it's wild. Like, that's why I just said I can't be a girl's girl, because I'm too paranoid. Like, as soon as I start, Okay, y'all. So the next topic I want to talk about is low-key kind of crazy, but I want to talk about it for a reason, because I was talking about it with a friend recently, and he disagreed with me, and I was like, but why not? So just wait, hold on. So he was asking me, he was like, do you agree that no matter how dirty a nigga do a girl, she cannot fuck his ops to get back at him? Like, keywords, no matter how dirty he do her, his ops are off limits. And I said, my boy, you asking the wrong person, because I'm fucking his ops first. What are you talking about? No matter how dirty he do me, what did he do to me? And you think that I'm going to have some type of respect for you to be like, oh, his ops off limits. I'm calling them first. Like, you really got the game fucked up if you think you can just drag me through the mud, cheat on me, possibly beat my ass. Like, it's the no matter what he did to you part for me, because first of all, there's already not a lot that women can do to mentally fuck up a man. You know what I mean? Physically, I can name thousands of things, but there's not a lot women can do that'll fuck up a man's mindset. Like, I'm trying to ruin the rest of your year. You know what I mean? You can't just put me through anything and think I'm gonna have some common courtesy and be like, I want to do him bad, but the thing I want to do is the thing that's just I can't. Boy, fuck your dad. Like, what are you talking about? I will go down your entire bloodline. Let me chill. But you understand what I'm saying? Like, why? Like, I'm so irritated by that question. Cause like, why is it okay? That part about no matter what I do to you, why am I supposed to just suck that up? Like, why am I just supposed to take that on the chin? Like, hey, up, let's charge it to the game, and let's just move on. Like, no, whatever you did to me, what if whatever he did to me ruins my, like, you know what I mean? Like, he could ruin my career, he could ruin my mental state, he could ruin my emotional maturity. Like, he could ruin so much, no matter what you did to me. Oh, please. And my guy friend was like, oh, that's crazy. Like, not my ups. That would make me sick to my stomach. That's the point. I'm trying to make you feel worse than how you made me feel. You want to cheat on me? Bad. I'm going to let you know what that really feel like. Bad. No, go ahead, cheat on me. And this is another thing. This is why me personally, cannot date like a scammer, any nigga that has like ops or opportunities. Like, I could not, me personally could not date a nigga like that, because let you do one thing wrong to me, you're going to jail, and I'm gonna make sure you going to jail. Cheat in there, cheat in jail, call me a bitch in jail, do all that from jail. That's cute. Block. Like, what? If I ever did date a scammer, a drug dealer, anybody that has potential to be in prison, he would have to be the most perfect nigga walking this earth, because I promise you, I'm putting you away. And I don't feel bad about that. Like, I hate how women are just supposed to be like done dirty, but still hold some level of like loyalty. Like, nigga, the loyalty went away, did it not, when you started fucking like when you started fucking other people? And then when I send you to jail, all of a sudden I'm disloyal, I'm this, I'm that. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. All I was doing was playing the same game you was playing. Oh, you didn't like where you ended up? Like, come on now. I'm calling your ops first. Let me find out my nigga cheated on me. Oh my gosh, the bane of his existence is going to be first on my hit list. Please. I'm trying to put you in a straitjacket. Every time you think about it, I want you to throw up. Like, no. Getting cheated on is wild anyway. And I've obviously been cheated on, but I'm already insecure. So you just go, and I'm pretty open about that. I've talked about it on the podcast. I talk about it with just about anybody. So you already know that I'm insecure and I struggle with, feeling pretty and all that shit. You just gonna cheat on me? You deserve to go to jail. You deserve everything I give you. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you just gonna make me feel even more ugly? Period. All right, that's cool. That's cute. Do it in jail. So I really want to hear that, ladies. I want to hear that answer from ladies. Like, if there is a girl that's listening to this and you think it's wrong to like fuck your man's op, like no matter what he did to you, please let me hear what your reasoning is, because I need to know. Obviously, I know the men that listen to this podcast will be like, no, she tripping, she wild. I'm gonna be tripping and I'm gonna be wild, but I'm gonna fuck your op. And also, never mind, I'm not even gonna say that. I was about to say, like, oh my gosh, I'm fucking your op. I don't even care if like the nigga that did me wrong took my virginity. If I got one body, your op is gonna be my second. I don't care. All right, y'all. So the next thing I want to talk to y'all about, remember in the beginning of the episode where I told y'all I would just be having conversations with people and the conversation don't be going the way I want it to? So I have like really strong opinions on stuff. And sometimes it be making me delusional. So I need y'all to tell me if I'm being delusional. So I went to the hair store today because I got braids in and I was getting a bonnet. And so my mom was like, oh, make sure you don't wear that bonnet outside because that look ratchet. And me, I kind of got a smart mouth, but I'm not disrespectful. I was like, I mean, I'm going to wear the bonnet wherever I feel like wearing the bonnet, you know? I mean, like, wherever I go, if this bonnet's still on my head, you know, then that's just it. Like, I don't think anything is wrong with wearing bonnets outside the house. But my mom, both of my parents are pretty older. Sorry, y'all. So they just still have these, like, certain time period set mentalities. And I know they just don't want to, like, it's all about the eyes of white people. Like, they don't want to seem ghetto in the eyes of white people. They don't want to seem broke in the eyes of white people. I couldn't care less. So when my mom said that, it was triggering me back to when Monique was saying that thing about how she hates seeing black people in the airport with like scarves and bonnets on their head. And y'all, sometimes I'm so pro-black that it makes me delusional. So I'm always on the side of black, and to me that's always the side of right, even though I know it's not. Logically, I know that, you know, that's not always the right choice, but to me, I'm just like, well, I don't really give a fuck what a black woman do with her hair. You know, it's not like I'm not the type of person that when I see a black woman out in the world and she got a bonnet on her head, I'm not like, oh, that ghetto bitch. Like, I don't do that. I'm just thinking like either she just got her hair done and she's trying to preserve it, or she needs to get her hair done and she's not trying to have people look at her fucked up hair. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't do shit like that. Like, I just mind my business. Like, I don't know why that's so hard to do for some people. But then my aunt was chiming in and she was like, you just don't look presentable. And I'm like, okay, but do you look presentable? Do you like how you stepped out of the house? Okay, so that's all you need to fucking worry about. Like, and then all of a sudden I'm disrespectful and shit. Like, I don't understand how, like, it's made for black people. Like, I don't understand how black people just be tearing down black people so much. Like, we literally wear bonnets for two reasons: protecting or hiding. You know what I mean? So I just hate that shit. What y'all think? Like, I understand why people think it's indecent to go out with a bonnet on your head, but literally all you got to do is mind your business and it won't bother you. I promise. Like, I promise it won't bother you. If you just like stop looking at the person, this magical thing called not giving a fuck is just gonna like take over your whole body. And you know, and this is what I'm telling my parents and my aunt, and they was like, nah, it's just no, you gonna have people thinking, okay, so what why can't they think? They gonna think it anyway, even if I didn't have a bonnet on my head. So I don't understand what the big issue is. And the whole airport thing, y'all know how dirty airports is. I've been working in aviation for like 5 years. Y'all know how dirty airport, like, airplane seats are. Why would I want this 36-inch jet black bust down to be on the back of this fucking airplane seat? Like, you know how much I paid for this hair? You know how much I paid for these fucking goddess locks? For these fucking knotless locks? Knotless braids? Why would I want it to be on this fucking baby chewed, toe fucking swiped, corn chip having, coffee spilled ass airplane seat? Like, what? I need something to protect my head from this dirty ass atmosphere, and a bonnet is gonna do that. Like, what are you talking about? First of all, this flight was at 5:40 a.m. I'm not even awake yet, bitch. My hair not even awake yet. I need something on my head. A bonnet is gonna do that. So y'all see how, like, I don't know, just being a black woman seems like there's so many things to nitpick about, and it's just like, I'm just trying to exist in my black ass body without somebody trying to call me ratchet or ghetto or fucking indecent, or, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to live my goddamn life. Like relax. But I don't know, y'all. Maybe I'm tripping on that one. Maybe there should be a standard. I don't know. I just don't think there is. Now, if you walking outside with like holes all up your ass and shit, you got like stains and stuff, then I can understand. That's where the term indecent comes from. But if I'm literally just wearing a bonnet, please just mind your business. Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all. I'm about to wrap the episode up, but I do want to give y'all like a little tea. Just a little bit of tea. Okay, so y'all know that I give all of my exes like aliases, right? I think the only one I talked about up here was Clifford the Big Red Dog. Voldemort is the one that I'm about to tell y'all about. Voldemort, oh gosh. I have Carrie Bradshaw, and then I have DB, right? So when I start getting into stories about my exes, y'all gonna be like, oh, this is why this girl is a lunatic, because my I'm telling y'all, like I keep saying, that crossover between Greek tragedy and a well-written, like, stand up at the Apollo act, my love life is very sad. But y'all, I think Voldemort watches or listens to this podcast. And that's so weird. That is so weird. So let me give y'all the tea. Hold on. So y'all know how TikTok be letting y'all see who looks at your page, right? So I have 2 pages, one for my podcast and one just because that's the first TikTok I ever made. And so Voldemort is the reason I haven't been in a relationship for a long time, right? Oh my God, if he's listening to this right now. Okay, wait, let me not get too deep because I'm not trying to, hold on. Not my heart beating fast. Anyway, so basically Voldemort cheated on me, had a baby on me. Cool, it's whatever. It's cool. I promise. So his baby mama or his wife, I don't know what she is. I'm gonna just call her his wife. His wife was looking at my TikTok page for my podcast. How she even knows about me or my podcast is beyond me, right? So then I was thinking, like, I seriously doubt that he told his wife about his ex's podcast and she was just like, oh, well, let me look it up and take a gander. She's white, first of all, so why he would tell her about a podcast called Chemically Imbalanced Black Girl is beyond me. So then I started to think, okay, so maybe he used her phone to look up my podcast and he just didn't want to do it on his TikTok. But I know what his wife looked like, so how did he not think that I was going to see that, which is crazy. Why would you just throw your wife TikTok under the bus? And if it was her, how she know about me or my podcast, which is crazy. And then the same day, I noticed that she watched or was looking at my TikTok page. My every episode on my YouTube had like 1 extra view. I might be dragging it. I could be dragging it. Dragging it is a possibility of what I could be doing right now. But I was just like, that's real strange. And what's even stranger is because I blocked everybody from being able to view my podcast. So, like, how does he even know about the podcast? Like, it's just crazy, y'all. It's crazy. I'm going to talk more about Voldemort. I think Voldemort and Clifford, the big red dog, are the 2 reasons why I just haven't been dating. Because, ooh, child, they did a number on me. But it's okay, though. It's okay. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I did do a little bit of stalking because I wanted to see what their baby looked like. Don't judge me, okay? Don't judge me. And I wanted to see if he proposed to her because he cheated on me with her like a couple months after I left to do like this really big job. And their anniversary is like 2 days before my birthday, which is crazy. So I'm not lying. I'm not gonna lie. I did do a little Insta stalking because I need to see what's up. You broke my heart and I need to see why and who and what for. But definitely next episode, I'm going to get into more of my like romantic history because y'all are just not going to believe it. Y'all going to be like, bitch, how are you walking? How are you standing up? Just barely. Okay. Just barely. Okay, guys, that's the end of the episode. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We are on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and your girl's on TikTok. Let's make this podcast the podcast. Okay, y'all? I want to hear you talk about it in the streets. 5 stars if you're feeling frisky, and 5 stars even if you're not. All the beautiful music in this episode is by the amazing Zoe Marie. Zoe's music can be found on all streaming platforms, so please go listen and love it just like I do. And I'll see you guys in the next episode.